Good evening. It's, of course, Monday night, and don't change your television set or your internet because you are right in the right place. You are here for CPS News with Jessy and Brent, the news that speaks your language. And it wouldn't be Jessy and Brent if Jessy wasn't here. Hi, Jessy.
Hello, Brent.
Hi, how are you? It's hard coming up with something new to say every week. You guys try that at home.
Oh, that's why I just stick to the same old.
I know.
Hey, we have a lot of important information for you tonight, so stay tuned. And thanks for being here tonight. I hope you're enjoying your Monday, and let's get to it.
All right, let's do it, and let's hit the headlines.
American tourist in custody after fatal stabbing shocks Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta eyes 4 new ecological parks to protect nature and combat urbanization. Puerto Vallarta leaders push for environmental education amid trash collection overhaul. Dengue cases remain high in Puerto Vallarta, with officials warning of a likely surge in 2025. Find out more about these stories, Laura's leisure list, and more on CPS News Tonight with Jessy and Brent.
In our top story tonight, a violent confrontation in Puerto Vallarta's romantic zone has left the community on edge. The tragic outcome and disturbing cell phone footage has shocked many who frequent this popular area. Now here's Joe with what happened and what we know so far.
A 66-year-old man was fatally stabbed during a confrontation with a younger American man now in custody. The altercation, partially captured on a bystander's cell phone, has sparked concerns among residents and tourists alike. The incident unfolded on Venustiano Carranza Street near Ignacio El Vallarta, just a block from the bustling Lázaro Cárdenas Park. Cell phone footage shows the alleged assailant confronting the older man, shouting in English for him to, quote, "go away," end quote, before walking off. The elderly man, however, follows, leading to a tense moment where the younger man appears to draw a knife. While parked cars obscure the crucial moment, the victim is later seen clutching his chest as a bystander asks, quote, "did he stab you?" end quote. Tragically, the 66-year-old succumbed to his injuries shortly afterward. Social media users claim the suspect is a California resident named Irvin, allegedly a business owner. Authorities have confirmed the man is in custody, and the State Attorney General's office is investigating the events leading up to the fatal confrontation. As discussions about safety in popular tourist areas gain traction, law enforcement urges both locals and visitors to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity. While the community waits for answers, residents and businesses in the area are cooperating with authorities to provide additional information and footage. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
That's a harsh video, I know. Authorities are continuing their investigation as the community deals with the aftermath of this tragic incident. Stay with us for updates as more details become available. Next up, business and tourism leaders from across Mexico gather in Nuevo Vallarta for a major summit. And here's Joe with the story.
The second summit of leaders in commerce, services, and tourism concluded today in Nuevo Vallarta with over 700 business leaders and representatives from 257 chambers across the country calling on the federal government to prioritize security, reduce overregulation and corruption, and tackle informal labor practices. Octavio de la Torre, president of Concanaco Servitur, emphasized the Confederation's commitment to economic growth, noting their role in shaping policies alongside legislators, governors, and international allies through over 400 strategic meetings this year. Federal Tourism Secretary Josefina Rodriguez Zamora, attending on behalf of President Claudia Sheinbaum, applauded efforts to boost local consumption through initiatives like the Muy Mexicano campaign. She highlighted the synergy between the tourism and business sectors, including partnerships with VisitMexico.com to attract more visitors. The summit also featured the signing of a voluntary solidarity pact against inflation, aiming to stabilize prices on essential goods and services. With micro, small, and medium-sized businesses contributing 52% of Mexico's GDP, De La Torre reaffirmed the sector's critical role in supporting families and the economy. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, hopefully some of those proposed initiatives do become a reality, and I do find it uplifting and almost unique that the businesses are working together to fight inflation. Okay, in our next story tonight, Puerto Vallarta may soon see the creation of 4 new ecological parks as city officials take steps to preserve key green spaces. We'll share how this initiative could benefit the environment and, of course, enhance our community.
Residents and nature lovers in Puerto Vallarta could soon have 4 new ecological parks to enjoy, thanks to a promising municipal initiative. The government has approved the analysis of a plan to declare the parks, Agua Azul, Antenas, Buenos Aires, and Benito Juarez, as protected natural areas, shielding them from any urban development. Regidora Maria Magdalena Urbina Martinez, who backs this proposal, highlights the significant environmental benefits these parks would bring. Bartolo Cruz Romero, Subdirector of Urban Development and Environment, explained to the City Council that these green spaces are crucial for water absorption, reducing the risk of flooding during heavy rains. Additionally, the parks help regulate regional temperatures, improve air quality, and preserve local biodiversity. Covering a combined 66 hectares, the largest of the 4 is Agua Azul, with over 373,000 square meters. Declaring these areas as protected would ensure that no public or private entity could alter their land use, safeguarding the rich flora and fauna they contain. The head of ecology emphasized the importance of this move, calling it a gift for current and future generations. Strategic projects will now analyze the proposal, and a favorable report could pave the way for these new municipal ecological parks, adding a fresh, natural appeal for both locals and tourists. With information from Rodrigo Lopez, David Herchak, CPS News.
Well, hopefully those parks get approved. The parks could become vital green spaces for Puerto Vallarta, offering both environmental protection and recreational opportunities. We'll keep you updated as the proposal moves forward. Now, here's a word from one of our sponsors, Cerámicas Exclusivas.
For premium quality and style, Cerámicas Exclusivas is your top choice. With over 70 cast-style floor models ready for immediate delivery, now is a perfect time to elevate your project with unbeatable quality and price. Sign up for our monthly newsletter for the latest deals and inspiration. Visit us at Federación 390, Paseos Universidad Ixtapa, or go online, ceramicasexclusivas.com. Give your space that unique touch with Cerámicas Exclusivas.
Next up, it's some breaking news from this morning here. Brent's going to tell us all about it.
Okay, thanks for teeing up the breaking news. So this morning, near the intersection of Boulevard Riviera Nayarit and Avenida Estancias in Bucerías, Bahía Banderas, is now believed to have been the result of an attempted robbery and vehicle theft. The incident began as a chase in the town center and ended in front of CMQ Hospital. 2 men in a red Mazda were intercepted by armed civilians in a white Chevrolet Silverado near the hospital. The assailants opened fire, prompting the victims to abandon their vehicle and seek refuge inside of the hospital. The driver sustained injuries to his shoulder, chin, and near his right eye, while his companion was shot in the right leg. The driver took cover in the hospital's first-floor offices, and the passenger was later found on the rooftop of the 3rd floor. Both men, aged 40 and 41, were treated on site and transported to another hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Witnesses, including hospital reception staff and on-duty paramedics, reported that the victims entered the facility holding beer cans. No employees or medical personnel were harmed in the incident, and no arrests as of right now have been made. Authorities are actively investigating to identify and locate the attackers. Thank you for this breaking story from Israel Torres, and of course, we'll update you as soon as we know more about this story. All right, let's move on to get our healthy on with a totally different hospital, and that's our usual one, Hospital Hoya.
Well, this Noviembre, make your health a priority because real men take care of themselves and their little buddies down south. At Hospital Hospital Hoya, we offer expert care with specialized doctors and state-of-the-art technology to support your well-being. Throughout the month, visit us to learn about our comprehensive checkup programs and exclusive promotions tailored to men's health. Remember, early detection can save lives. Call them today, 322-226-1010 or 322-226-8181, and take the first step towards a healthier you. This November, take action because real men prioritize their health.
Oh, thanks for that, Jesse. And so, how was your weekend? I think you had a pretty good one. I saw some of the stuff you were at and some of the events.
Yes, I had an amazing weekend. It was very well balanced. I went to a Broadway show. It was incredible. You'll hear a little bit more about it later today. I also had a lot of family time, a great brunch. Happy birthday, Donna Wong, by the way. I hope you enjoy your birthday.
Absolutely. Love that
How
shout out.
was your weekend?
It was great. We had a big Gen Expats event on Friday.
Which I missed.
I know
Sorry.
you missed it, but thank you to the 6 years, 70 people that came out and supported it.
I saw
And
the
so many of you have seen the newscast. And the QR code's been a big piece of it. So if you don't know about the QR code, hopefully we'll put it down here on the screen for you, but that is a great way to keep up to date with everything we've got going on, the TV, the radio, and just an easy way to find us and figure things out. All right, now we got to go on a break. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go.
On
See you in a
commercial
minute.
break.
Thanks for sticking with us, and we have a lot of stories tonight, so I'm going to make this quick. So stay tuned because you're going to want to hear about some really great charitable stories coming up, and even our very first CPS News donut story. But first, we got to hear from David as we have a new environmental initiative that's being proposed.
As Puerto Vallarta moves forward with plans to improve its waste management, local leaders are calling for a simultaneous environmental education push. With the city set to consider a 15-year contract for private trash collection services, local council members are emphasizing the urgent need for environmental education campaigns to address a growing waste problem. Council member Arnulfo Ortega from the Green Party argues that efforts must go beyond just fixing service failures. He proposes a citywide campaign to raise awareness on simple but crucial practices, like sweeping in front of one's home and responsibly disposing of waste. Ortega said, quote, "We need a back-to-basics approach where residents understand that if they don't keep their streets clean, consequences should follow, just like in the past." Meanwhile, Councilwoman Dalila Castaneda of the Movimiento Ciudadano suggests targeting young minds. As a teacher herself, she believes schools should pilot these initiatives, educating students who can then spread the message to their families. It's about shaping a new generation that understands the importance of managing waste properly, Castaneda said. The City Council recently approved studies to explore a private contract for trash collection, citing financial constraints as a major hurdle for the municipal government. Now, leaders are focused on finding a reliable company to manage the service efficiently while launching campaigns to ensure cleaner neighborhoods. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, David Herchak, CPS News.
Well, the push for better waste management and environmental education continues to gain momentum in Puerto Vallarta. Stay tuned for updates as the city works toward cleaner and more sustainable practices.
In a heartwarming tradition, the Eagles Wings Foundation hosted its annual fundraising gala at Villa del Palmar Flamingos, drawing over 200 generous attendees. Together, they raised more than $500,000 to support various civil associations and community causes. Led by the foundation's president, Eva Contreras, and her husband, Fernando Gonzalez Corona, the event celebrated 25 years of impactful work, The evening included emotional testimonies from scholarship recipients and a moving performance by a children's choir from Iztapa. The highlight of the night was the lively auction featuring hotel stays, tours, and unique items like autographed books and fine wines. Notable recognitions included the prestigious John McCarthy Award given to Hector Almeida for his dedicated contributions, and a special acknowledgement of longtime supporters Lena and Peter Oudman from Calgary. With raised paddles and lifted hearts, attendees showed unwavering generosity, ensuring Eagles Wings can continue its mission to uplift the local community. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Wow, that event sounds like a great success, and with attendees showing so much strong support for our amazing community. So, Jessy, I think we need to put this on our calendar because I want to go to this gala next year. So if you're listening, make sure you invite us. All right, here comes the pirate invasion again. Somebody cue up the pirates. Those pirates are always fun. And we've been out there a couple times, but funny story, and I'll keep it short, is I remember like a year ago on Facebook, somebody posted a picture of the pirate ship, and somebody who doesn't live here asked if that was real, and they were really concerned for us and our well-being. All right, just to let you know, if you're watching right now and you're not here, we are not being realistically invaded by pirates. And these guys are pretty nice.
Pirates are great, and you know what? They're also wonderful because they're giving all of the local people discounts, 40% discount, and then kids, they can do the whole experience for only 500 pesos. This if you go to the boutique and buy your tickets there. So there's a little tip for you guys.
And how young do you have to be to get the discount?
I think 12 and under. You
can get away with that? Wear a hat?
You're short enough, but not.
Oh, you heard it from Jessy. You wear high heels. Oh man, well let's just move on. On this day, that was pretty funny. Thanks, Jessy. Okay, so on this day, this is one of our fun segments. We like to tell you, like on this day in history, what this date is, etc. So on this day, it's International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, which I think should be every day.
I know, it should be. There's a big march about this in Mexico City. It's huge. You should see it,
Okay. It's also International Hat Day.
Oh, we forgot to wear our hats.
It's also Shopping Reminder Day. So, Jessy, here's a reminder. Go shopping.
Go shopping.
Did you need that?
Okay.
Fair enough. You got that down. So with that, maybe remind them about the QR code.
Oh my gosh, you guys need to check out our website. Send us a comment, send us, check it out. There's a bunch of really cool pictures, and let us know what you think about it. There's a QR somewhere on the screen.
Over there.
Come close and then get your phone on that. But anyways, let's get to our next segment.
This is going to be a curveball for y'all because Laura is on vacation right now in the U.S. for the holiday.
I'm taking
over. Guess whose leisure list it is?
It's Jessy's
leisure
list.
Get ready for what's happening this week.
Well, guess what, you guys? Today, I am doing events. Yes, covering for Laura. So, it's Jessy's leisure list. Celebrate Thanksgiving at the Vallarta Botanical Garden. Join us on Thursday, November 28th from 12 noon to 5 p.m. for a special Thanksgiving celebration in the heart of nature. Enjoy a festive atmosphere surrounded by stunning gardens, delicious food, and the warmth of community.
gather your loved ones and make it a day to remember. Don't miss this unique opportunity to celebrate in one of Puerto Vallarta's most beautiful locations. Show us your talent and win 20,000 pesos. Do you have a unique talent that deserves to be in the spotlight? Whether you sing, dance, juggle, do magic tricks, or have hidden talent that wows the crowd, we want to see it. We're excited to announce open auditions for our upcoming variety talent show, where you have the chance to showcase your skills and compete for the grand prize of 20,000 pesos. Finalists will be chosen to perform live at our audition shows, where our audience and judges will vote for the top talents. So, do you think you can rise? The Grupo Ecológico de Puerto Vallarta is celebrating over 25 years of environmental contributions with an exciting event on November 28 at Hidalgo Park from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. The festivities include an environmental fair, a children's art workshop promoting nature awareness, and impactful presentations. Join this green initiative to celebrate and support sustainable efforts in Puerto Vallarta. Now, the PGA Tour is coming back to Vallarta with the Mexico Open at Vidanta World. Save the dates, February 20th to the 23rd, where world-class golf meets the vibrant spirit of the Pacific Coast. We're more than just golf. We're a celebration to be enjoyed with family and friends, surrounded by passion and an exceptional culinary experience. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at boletomobil.com. Join us at the Mexico Open at Vidanta World for a unique PGA Tour experience. Donate a new Plus toy, ball, or any toy that doesn't use any batteries and enter for a chance to win exciting prizes. The drop-off location is CPS Media, Calle Proa 111, Marina Vallarta, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Take a photo of yourself donating and submit it to Jessy and Brent PV.weebly.com for a chance to win a delicious dinner from Parrotfish. Or visit Parrotfish in Zona Romantica, and for every 1,000 pesos spent, they will donate 10% towards the Toys for Tots campaign. Let's make this holiday season magical. Bring a smile to a child's face with your generosity. Great events coming soon. Now, how about more news? Back to you, Brent.
Thanks for that, Jessy. Maybe she's trying to take over Laura's leisure list. I don't know. All right. So did you hear about the donut lineup last week? Of course you did, as it was all over social media. Well, in case you somehow missed the whole story, here's Maria with the sweet details.
On Wednesday, November 20th, Krispy Kreme celebrated the grand opening of its new location inside Liverpool Vallarta's candy department, drawing over 300 excited attendees. The first to arrive was Oscar Ferrusquia, who lined up at 3:45 a.m. to secure his spot as the first customer. He shared his love for Krispy Kreme donuts, which he has enjoyed for years. As part of the celebration, the first 100 attendees received a commemorative t-shirt and a gift card for free donuts for a year. The new location offers a variety of treats, from classic glazed donuts to chocolate-covered and filled options, alongside hot and cold beverages. Special promotions include 2-for-1 Tuesdays on beverages, dozen deals with discounts on glazed donuts every 12th of the month, refill offers with reusable mugs, special Thursday pricing on mixed dozen donuts, open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Krispy Kreme adds a sweet touch to Liverpool Vallarta for residents and visitors alike. Don't miss out. With information from Fernando Bojorquez, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
All right, now we've had our first donut story, which is way funner than dengue stories. Oh, I want some donuts. But we have to cover dengue as it's still a big problem and will be in the future. So here's David with the details.
Dengue continues to be a major health concern in Puerto Vallarta, with no immediate end in sight. Although a gradual decrease in cases is expected for the rest of this year, health officials warn that the numbers will not drop to zero. By January 2025, the region could see another surge in infections, as confirmed by Dr. Jaime Alvarez-Zayas, director of the Octava Region Sanitaria. Currently, Puerto Vallarta has reported 578 dengue cases, mainly affecting children aged 4 to 14. Alarmingly, dengue infections have increased by 400% over the past 5 years. Unusually, cases began as early as January 2024, marking a significant shift from previous years. Preventive measures are in full swing. The health department has placed ovitrampas throughout the city to monitor mosquito hotspots, starting a cleanup campaign in La Floresta, one of the most affected areas. Dr. Alvarez-Zayas emphasized that fumigation is not the most effective method, contributing only 18% to dengue prevention. Instead, eliminating mosquito breeding sites remains the most crucial action, accounting for 70% of prevention success. Despite an upcoming government transition in Jalisco, Dr. Alvarez-Zayas assured that dengue prevention efforts will continue seamlessly, with all necessary resources and personnel in place to combat the disease as 2025 approaches. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, David Herchak, CPS News.
Next up, here is Brent with an event I was so honored to personally attend last weekend. Sorry you could not make it, Brent, as you had a different event that evening, but you really missed out. So instead, you can share the story.
Thanks, Jesse. And yeah, I was super sad to miss this one. I saw some of your package you sent in about the story. So for 2 nights in late November, which is now, Calle Basilio Badia was transformed into Broadway as star Bianca Meroquin headlined Meroquin from Mexico to Broadway and back at Act 2 PV Theater. Accompanied by acclaimed pianist and Liberace impersonator David Mayoka, Meroquin wove an autobiographical tale of love found, lost, and found again as she performed many of her Broadway hits along with a sprinkling of time-honored classics. Their strong chemistry was amazing as they had just met 2 days prior to the performances. Chicago is really her mainstay, having left and returned to various incarnations of the show several times over the past 20 years. She has primarily portrayed Roxy Hart, a role which she described as the only constant in my life. In 2021, an unexpected twist, she accepted the role of Velma Kelly. As a special treat, Act 2 PV producer and general manager David Sabella made a brief but strong appearance as Amos, husband of Roxy Hart, in the Chicago tune Funny Honey. After the show, he explained that Puerto Vallarta's audiences do not usually get to see performances of Meroquin's caliber. If any criticism can be said about the show, it's that there were actually a few empty seats each night. Come on, get out there, y'all. For those who missed her November shows, all is not lost. Meroquin plans to return to Act 2 PV in late March 2025. And thank you so much for Maria Elena Verequez Amaman.
It was an incredible performance and you did miss out. You know, she's a great talent. Thank you so much, David Sabella, for bringing this type of talent to Puerto Vallarta.
We had a lot of stories this week, so we have to wrap it up quick. But first of all, have an amazing American Thanksgiving for all of you that participated in that. Enjoy it, eat lots of turkey from us. But that's it for CPS News with Jesse and Brent. Have a great, great night.
See you next week. A different event that evening, but you really missed out. So instead, you can share